So if you know anything about me, I am messy. I'm always the one leaving things around the house and filling up the drawers. It's hard for me to stay organized and neat, and I feel so bad for being the source of clutter. 2024 is the year that I get organized and clean. So this week, I'm kicking off a new series where I declutter our entire home. I'm gonna do it piece by piece so it doesn't get overwhelming. Today's video is gonna be focused on our living space / office area as well as our kitchen. I also did quite a bit of research to prep for this video, so I'm going to be sharing with you 6 game-changing decluttering tips to help you get organized. Let's get started. Okay, so I love journaling and arts and crafts, which is why this drawer is so full. I started testing out all of the pens to see which ones to keep, but what I realized is I've just hit my clutter threshold. I was introduced to the idea of a clutter threshold by Dana K. White. She defines your clutter threshold as the amount of stuff that you personally can keep under control. This differs for everyone. Now, when she said this, it's like a light bulb went off in my head. What I realized, especially with these pens, is I couldn't just keep organizing them. I was past my clutter threshold, so no matter how I organized them, they'd inevitably end up messy again. I simply couldn't manage that many pens. So I gave myself 2 little bins that I could fill with my favorite pens and then put any of the other ones in a giveaway bin. Look how nice and neat this drawer is. Nothing is overflowing anymore, and here are all the pens I'm going to give away. This core drawer is the bane of my existence. It is the definition of clutter. As I started sorting through these, I realized we had like 7 micro USB cords, which is way more than we will ever need. So the tip here is honestly so cliche, but truly less is more. I used to think that having more stuff made it so I would never be underprepared for any situation, but the truth is having too much stuff just makes everything less easy to use because clutter. So for each cord and adapter type, I chose 2 to 3 good cords that I wanted to keep and put the rest to give away. Also, this is definitely a case where I wasn't using the right organizer. Like, why was I using a utensil organizer for cords? I have no idea. I can't really tell you what the purpose of this drawer is, except we have a lot of batteries in it. When I pulled out all of the batteries, they were still in the packing they came in, which honestly made them really hard to use. I separated all of the batteries into little plastic baggies, and now we won't have to squeeze them out like little sausages every single time we try and use them. So tip number 3 is to declutter and organize in a way that makes everything easier to find and use. So I'm moving to my side of the desk. The other drawers were shared with my boyfriend. They are completely filled with items I just stuffed into them because I was too lazy to put them back in the right place. As I was organizing this drawer, I had a little realization. I used to be obsessed with the idea of making everything look beautiful in my drawers and want everything to have a special place to live, but I think that actually made it harder to stay organized because, again, I was too lazy to actually put things back exactly where they belonged. So what I've learned is that function does not need to be beautiful. Yes, I want my drawers to look like they belong on Pinterest, but that's just not going to work out for my own messy tendencies. So instead of focusing on aesthetics, focus on function. For me, what this looks like is just having a different drawer for my books, electronics, crafts, and then a catch-all drawer. This way I can just throw things into the category and call it good. Okay, we are moving into the kitchen. This is the current state of our cabinets. Lots of stuff here to purge and clean out. Here's that one drawer in my house that's basically like a lost and found. Here's our tea and coffee drawer. These drawers are where we store our non-perishables, and we organize by sweet and savory snacks, and then the bottom is cooking and other stuff. I honestly don't have much to say about this bottom drawer except for the fact that we had tons of expired protein powder in the back, which was sad to throw away. But yeah, just cleaning out our bulky non-perishables as well as the medications on top. Welcome to my kitchen junk drawer. I hated this drawer for a really long time because it didn't feel like there was any rhyme or reason to what was in it. But today I decided it's just going to be the miscellaneous drawer. Miss Dana K. White blessed me again with another tip. She basically talks about how you shouldn't try to find a place for things. Instead, put them where you would go and look for them. And often that's this drawer. So instead of putting all the items back to where they might technically belong, for example, my toiletries in the bathroom, I just kept them there because that's where I'd go look first. And here she is. Look at how much trash I've gotten rid of so far. This is all the recycling. I still need to empty out that protein powder. And then here is all of the donations. Oh my gosh, donations. We're making progress. So a tip that's helped me out the most is that if you rediscover something while you're cleaning, aka you forgot you had it in the first place, it's almost like it doesn't really exist to you. So you should toss it or give it away. I threw out all my Halloween candy because I kind of forgot it was there. If I'm at the store and want a sweet treat, I will never think about the fact that I have candy at home because I don't reach for it. So it had to go in the trash. Heartbreaking to throw it away, but it had to go. Okay, so the trash got pretty heavy and also the recycling. I might actually take those out so it doesn't rip before I do the remainder. I realized when I was filming that I didn't actually show you the end result for these drawers. And so I'm gonna show you now. This is our sweet drawers. I think we got extra protein bars and I found this box in our other closet, so I'm using it for all of our chocolate. Our salty drawer, a little bit messier, but still manageable. And then our baking stuff. Yeah. Now that we're done with the kitchen, I'm moving into the entryway closet and it is a mess. We have all of these bags filled with things that we wanted to get rid of, but never did. So I'm going to prioritize getting rid of them this go around because better late than never. Okay, I need to take an intermission, but things have definitely gone into the donation pile, recycling, and trash. And we're gonna need to find a place for everything else, but this one's gonna be hard to tackle. In this process, I've really tried to practice putting things back immediately where they should go. I learned this amazing tip from Dana K. White again. She points out that most of us create a little put away pile while we're decluttering and organizing, and then at the end, we just don't put it away. I automatically felt so called out when she said that, so Tip number 7 is to put things away immediately, so you won't be left with another mess to clean up at the end. Oh, I don't even think there's stuff in here. We literally just found boxes within a box with nothing inside. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna have time to finish cleaning up the closet today. Once again, it has been just a really busy day. This is what she looks like right now. We've made progress, but we still have some to go. Okay, this is the final result. In here, I hung all the bags. So that's off this hanger, and we cleared out so much space so that I can actually reach in and grab these things. I feel like before it was cluttered so much that you couldn't access any of the things in here. So I'm super excited. It feels like we actually want to use the closet again. We do have a few things that we still need to get out of here. So for example, these hue lights and these things we're hoping to install this upcoming weekend. So yeah, I would call this a win. Huge progress. So I'm now gonna go through Milo's bucket of toys, half of them which are destroyed. Look at this. We were keeping this. Why were we keeping this? I think it's hard for me to throw Milo's toys away because he loves every single one of them, even if it's so ripped that you can't even tell what it once was. That's definitely one of the hardest parts of getting rid of stuff for me. I feel like I have an emotional attachment to so many of my things. So the whole does it spark joy question doesn't really work for me. To help myself declutter without so much emotion, I've started to just give myself a designated amount of space that I can fit things into and only keep the best of the best. So if it doesn't fit, it's out. This is what Milo's area looks like all tidied up. I'm so glad I cleaned out this little basket. It makes all of his essentials way easier to reach. And the drawers aren't overflowing anymore, so that's a win. So it's been a few days since I've actually decluttered the inside of my desk, and what I realized is that the top of my desk is still cluttered and I didn't clear that off, so we're gonna do that right now. So I have this super big donate pile, and what I want to do first is I'm actually gonna sort it into different categories of things. And the reason I wanna do that is because I'm part of a few like buy nothing, sell nothing groups where basically you give items away for free. And because I have so many different items and trinkets, I am going to actually sort it into like little bundles for people to come and collect. And then everything else I will try to donate. So these are the piles I came up with. Women's clothes, men's clothes, dog stuff, computer stuff, crafting stuff, cords, stuff like that. With everything laid out and categorized, I am now taking photos. So now I'm in this buy nothing group for my community, and I'm gonna just start making my posts. I am so so excited and happy because I am getting a lot of hits on these items. Someone just came and picked up Carrick's clothing that we were gonna give away, and I was on a meeting, so I just left it out on my porch. People are down to take these miscellaneous items. There was a small business owner and she needed a lot of the office supplies, so I'm gonna put all of this in a bag for her. Someone's gonna pick up the keyboard and mouse as well as the Alexa. So it just brings me so much joy to rehome things. I feel like it's like people actually will use it, or I hope people are gonna use it because they're intentionally coming to pick it up. And it's not just going to a donation center to maybe be thrown away or someone else has to pay for it. And of course, a no shade to donation centers. I think those are so valuable as well. I just really, really can appreciate the fact that people are gonna come pick it up and hopefully have a use for it, like a direct use for it. And they get it for free. They don't have to pay for anything. So it just feels nice. So to make things a lot easier for people to come and pick up, I decided to sort things into little bags and label them with their names so that they can just grab it from my porch. Look how cute! I have them all in bags and labels ready to go. And here are well, these are just bags, so I don't really need to sell these. I could probably just donate this bag. This is the dog stuff, and I just have a handful of things left. Not too bad. Putting things out for pickup. Cute. So those were definitely the big areas that held the majority of our clutter in our living spaces. And I've made so much progress donating and letting people pick things up for free. All we have is this one bag full of things, and I need to take out that trash. And then I'm gonna give my mom this heated blanket. I feel like we did such a good job. I'm so excited to clutter the rest of my house. And yeah, stay tuned for the rest of the series. We're gonna just take it day by day, but this was so cathartic. It is incredible to release your attachment to these material goods that clog up our house and our space and make it not so fun to live in, because who wants to live in clutter? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.